ਕੀ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਇੱਥੇ?
ਹੈਲੋ, ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਵਾਸ਼ਿੰਗਟਨ DC ਹੈ, ਕੈਪੀਟਲ ਆਫ ਯੂਨਾਈਟਿਡ ਸਟੇਟਸ। ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਇੱਥੇ 69th ਰਿਪਬਲਿਕਨ ਡੇ ਮਨਾਇਆ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਜੋ ਕਿ ਇੰਡੀਅਨ ਐਮਬੈਸੀ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਹੈ। ਹੁਣ ਥੋੜ੍ਹੀ ਦੇਰ 'ਚ ਇੰਡੀਅਨ ਐਮਬੈਸਡਰ ਆਉਣਗੇ ਤੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਗਾਂਧੀ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਫੁੱਲ
ਚੜਾਉਣਗੇ ਜਾਂ
ਅਰਪਿਤ ਕਰਨਗੇ, ਫਿਰ ਫਲੈਗ ਹੋਸਟਿੰਗ ਹੋਏਗੀ, ਫਿਰ ਅੰਦਰ ਕਲਚਰਲ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਹੋਏਗਾ। जाके मिलता
जी वाशिंगटन DC ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਔਰ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀ ਅੱਜ ਰਿਪਬਲਿਕ ਸਾਡਾ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦਾ ਤੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਲੋਕ ਆਏ ਨੇ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਠੰਡ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਲੋਕ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਨੇ। ਗਾਂਧੀ ਜੀ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਮੇਰੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਖਲੋਤੇ ਨੇ। वाशिंगटन नहीं होता है एकदम नहीं। I think you gotta go behind.
चलो इधर चलो, फिर बोले इधर चल जा।
मैं तो भी आना वहाँ पे मुरा कैसे मालते हैं इन तक कॉमेडी में ध्यान से नहीं रहा। What we are waiting for? अपने मुरे के कितने हैं? लो जी फुल अर्पित कितने जा रहे हैं।
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जल वितरंग जय हे।
Thank you, sir. May I request everyone to move inside, please? Thank you.
To all of you on India's Republic Day, a very, very proud day in the history and the present time of our country. The President of India, Sri Ramnath Kovind, has addressed the Republic on the eve of Republic Day. And I'm sure many of you have seen his speech on television and YouTube. Of course, copies will be available. But I would take the honor of reading out some of the extracts from the statement. The President has referred to the historical context of the Republic Day. India became a republic on 26 January 1950. This was the second major milestone in our nation building process. Independence had come a little over 2 years earlier. But it was with the framing and adoption of the Constitution and the birth of the Republic of India that we truly achieved the ethic of equality amongst all citizens, irrespective of religion, region, or community. This ethic of equality complemented the liberty that had come at independence. And a third principle also defined both the cooperative efforts at creating our republic as well as the India that we wish to be. This was the principle of fraternity. Independence had come after a great struggle in which millions had participated. They gave their all. Many gave their lives. Inspired and led by Mahatma Gandhi, the men and women who took us to freedom could have rested on the gaining of independence. They could have let down their guard and remained satisfied with political freedom. But they did not rest. Instead, they redoubled their efforts. They immersed themselves in the process of writing a constitution. They saw the constitution not just as a basic law for a new nation, but as a scripture for social transformation. Our constitution framers were men and women with great foresight. They understood the majesty of the rule of law and of rule of by law. They represented an important phase in our national life. We are fortunate to have inherited its legacy in the form of the Constitution and the Republic. The President has also addressed some basic requirements of a modern society, and I will again read out some of the excerpts. An innovative nation is built by innovative children. This must be our obsessive goal. Our schooling system has to encourage our children to think and to tinker, not just to memorize and reproduce. We have made strides in tackling hunger, but the challenge of malnutrition and of bringing the right micronutrients to the plate of every child is still there. This is important for both physical and cognitive development of our children and for the future of our country. We simply have to invest in human capital. A civic-minded nation is built by civic-minded neighborhoods, whether in our cities or our villages, where we respect the next door person's space, privacy, and rights, where we do not inconvenience our neighbors while celebrating a festival or while resorting to a protest or on any other occasion, where one can disagree with another viewpoint or even with a historical context, without mocking a fellow citizen's dignity and personal space. This is fraternity in action. A nation with a sense of selflessness is built by citizens and by a society that embraces selflessness, where voluntary groups clean public places such as beaches and rivers and care for orphan children and homeless people, and even for homeless animals, where we donate blood or a body organ to help a fellow citizens who may be a stranger to us, where idealistic individuals travel to remote places to teach children and change their lives with the magic of education. They do so not because anybody has asked them to, but because of a call from within. A disciplined and morally upright nation is built by disciplined and morally upright institutions. Institutions that respect their fraternal relationship with other institutions. Institutions that maintain the integrity, discipline, and limits of their functioning, without compromising on excellence. Institutions that are always more important than the individuals located there. And institutions where the holders and members make every attempt to live up to the office they occupy as trustees of the people. And then there is an eye to the future. In 2020, our republic will turn 70. In 2022, we will celebrate the 75th anniversary of our independence. These are special occasions, and we must strive, in the manner of the leaders of our national movement and the framers of our constitution, to build the edifice of a better India. An India where each and every citizen will be able to realize his or her full potential, an India that will reach its deserved pedestal in the 21st century. We need to further improve the lives of our hard-working farmers. Like mothers, they toil to feed us, more than 1 billion of us. We need to continue to modernize and strengthen our strategic manufacturing sector so as to provide the valiant personnel of our armed forces and our police and paramilitary forces the equipment that they need. We need to move ahead rapidly on the sustainable development goals that commit us to eliminating poverty and hunger, to universal access to quality education and healthcare, and to giving our daughters equal opportunity in every field. Above all, our republic cannot rest and cannot be satisfied without meeting the basic needs and essential dignity of our less well-off brothers and sisters. I refer to those from a less privileged socio-economic background, from the weaker communities, and from families that still live at the edge of poverty. It is our sacred obligation to eliminate the curse of poverty in the shortest possible time. This is non-negotiable for the Republic. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And now we move on to the cultural part of the program. First of all, I would like to invite a member of Young India, New India to reaffirm our... I think सुहानी का हम सबको गर्मजोशी से
तू ही मेरी आबरू, तू ही मेरी जान, तेरे दामन से जो आए उन हवाओं को सलाम, चूम लूं मैं उस सुबह को जिस पे आई तेरा नाम, सबसे प्यारी सुबह तेरी, सबसे रंगी तेरी शाम, तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान। माँ का दिल बन के कभी सीने से लग जाता है तू, और कभी नन्ही सी बेटी बन के याद आता है तू। जितना याद आता है मुझको उतना तड़पाता है तू, तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान। तू ही मेरी आरज़ू, तू ही मेरी आबरू, तू ही मेरी जान, छोड़ कर तेरी ज़मीं को दूर आ पहुँचे हैं हम, फिर भी है यही तमन्ना। शुभ ज्योत्स्ना खुद की दया मेरे
बहुत अच्छे बच्चों, और उसी के साथ आज का हमारा रंगारंग कार्यक्रम समाप्त होता है। अब सबसे विनम्र निवेदन है कि मेरे साथ हम एक मत में बोलेंगे, भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय। Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and now I request everyone to please join us for a round of refreshments. Thank you.